Sellafield's culture of secrecy and misconduct, a public accounts committee grilling. The recent revelations stemming from the Guardian's explosive, nuclear leaks investigation have sent shockwaves through the UK, exposing a deeply troubling culture of bullying, sexual harassment, and drug use at the Sellafield nuclear waste processing plant, a site entrusted with handling some of the nation's most hazardous materials. The implications for national security and public safety are profound, prompting urgent calls for a complete overhaul of the site's management and culture. The Public Accounts Committee, PAC, tasked with scrutinizing government spending and performance, has now voiced serious concerns, echoing the growing public outcry. The committee's members have expressed alarm at the apparent normalization of unacceptable behavior within Sellafield's ranks, raising fundamental questions about leadership accountability and the effectiveness of existing safety protocols. The committee's intervention follows a particularly tense exchange during a recent hearing, highlighting the depth of the crisis. The committee's questioning centered around the treatment of Alison McDermott, an HR consultant who alleges she was subjected to unfair and retaliatory actions by Sellafield management. When Labour MP Anna Dixon pressed Sellafield's chief executive, Ewan Hutton, to apologize for McDermott's treatment, he refused. This refusal, in itself, speaks volumes about the entrenched culture of denial and impunity that appears to pervade the site. Further fueling concerns, Hutton also declined to comment on whether he considered the substantial legal costs associated with the case against McDermott a justifiable use of public funds. This blatant disregard for taxpayer money underscores a deeper issue: a systemic lack of transparency and accountability at the highest levels of Sellafield's management. Adding to the already precarious situation, Hutton acknowledged significant cybersecurity failings at the facility, failings first exposed by the Guardian's investigation. The revelation that Sellafield pleaded guilty to leaving sensitive data, potentially jeopardizing national security, exposed for 4 years is nothing short of staggering. The resulting £400,000 fine, while substantial, hardly seems commensurate with the gravity of the breach and the potential consequences. The sheer negligence displayed demonstrates a shocking lack of seriousness regarding data protection and the potential for catastrophic consequences. The PAC's intervention is not merely a symbolic gesture. It represents a critical turning point in the ongoing struggle to hold Sellafield accountable. The committee's demand for a more thorough examination of the site's culture is a clear indication of the seriousness with which Parliament views these revelations. The inquiry must delve deep into the root causes of this pervasive culture of misconduct, identify systemic weaknesses in oversight, and recommend concrete measures to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. This includes a comprehensive review of Sellafield's internal processes, leadership structure, and reporting mechanisms to ensure that future violations are promptly addressed and those responsible held accountable. The scandal at Sellafield goes far beyond individual cases of misconduct. It highlights a systemic failure of leadership and governance. The public deserves to know that the individuals entrusted with managing one of the nation's most critical and dangerous facilities are committed to upholding the highest standards of safety, ethics, and accountability. The PAC's call for greater examination is not just a recommendation. It is a necessary demand for the safety and security of the nation. The future of Sellafield and the safety of the nation depends on a complete and transparent investigation, coupled with significant and lasting changes to its operational culture. Anything less is simply unacceptable.